What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Found on Friday. We are entering into week 5. I did some shopping. I did so much. We're going to have to make this into a 4-part week 5 video series. First video you're going to get into now is the first thrift store I go to and what I find there. Second video is going to be the second thrift store I go to. Third video is going to be us going over all the items I did find. And then video 4 will be going over the numbers, seeing where we're standing each week. If you're not familiar, Found on Fridays kind of to simulate if somebody wanted to thrift and sell on eBay part-time and they only had, say, 1 day a week to do it. Found on Friday is that video series. I go out 1 day a week and we keep track of what I buy, what sells, and how much we can make by just doing 1 day a week, just in case anybody out there wants to do a part-time or start out part-time to turn it into a full-time business. And we go through the whole process. We're going to take this till it makes $1 million or I die, whichever comes first. Anyway, all right, let's get into the first thrift store. This is the normal thrift store I go to first every Friday. So let's go. What's going on, everybody? Well, we are at the first thrift store on the Found on Friday. Epic Adventure. All right. Wish they didn't play music in these stores so I could just have the normal audio. Unlike last week, I decided to grab the cart right off the bat. Not much in the glass case this week. Wasn't even nothing to bend over to look at. So, of course, the normal path in this store is to head over toward the electronics first. As I start viewing, see a lot of things that were there last week. Nothing really jumping out at me. Saw these headphones here, picked them up, they were extremely light. I'm like, maybe not. So I pull out my phone and start looking things up. Click, 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 click. And it turns out they are nothing. Womp, womp, womp. Kind of looking around. What was that? Don't remember what that was. What caught my attention with this little emoji ball was it said Polaroid on it. And, you know, being Polaroid's usually the picture-taking world. I'm like, is this something more than just a little Bluetooth speaker, being it's made by Polaroid? But apparently not. They were like going for like $8, so it wasn't worth picking up. It took me a minute to try to figure out what that was, and like, and then I felt dumb. I'm like, it's like a vibrating for a car seat. I saw this, decided to open up, see what's in it. It's just some of those little like step readers that reads how many steps you take or whatever. So just a whole bunch of those. Flip around, nothing over here. Headed to the toys, hoping for a big score. Picked up this microscope, but it was extremely light, so didn't even mess with looking it up or anything, being it was so light. Then I saw these two boxes. And they got puppets. So, if you don't know, I love grabbing puppets. So that was a pirate, and then I pull this one out for you guys to see and take a look at. The brand name was Galt America, G-A-L-T. So I typed that in and kind of do a little check, see what they're worth. I think the sticker on them was $225 or $250 per puppet. And I didn't exactly see those two, and the prices were kind of all over the place. But they were all higher than the sticker price, so. Do a little voice to talk. Voice to text, I should say. Scanning closely because I didn't get much sleep last night, so I wasn't totally on point. So I was going to be able to miss stuff pretty easy today. So spend a little extra time searching. Not much there. Come over here. Saw a couple pieces of vinyl I don't remember seeing last week, so just kind of flipped through the beginning to see if there was anything new. Not really. Walking over to the CDs. Nothing really new put out there. I always forget to check those pictures on the wall there. I always look on the back on the other wall, but I forget that one. So I decided to go ahead and look this combo player up. I think they wanted $9 for it. And I think there was one up for $29 with free shipping or $39 with free shipping, one of the two. So we end up passing on that. Looking for any unique lamps, nothing. I've seen those DeWalt cases here, so I want to check those out, but they are empty, or at least that one was. So I figured the other one was too. Looking for any unique mugs that stand out. had 30% off all the pictures. Next stop, check out some shoes. And I see, boom, some Air Force Ones. So, of course, throw those in the cart, especially a nice bright red color. And another pair of Nikes there, and some Shocks. I was surprised to see those Shocks. I was like, ooh. So let's put down what I know I'm going to get. So I know I'm getting those puppets. I know I'm going to get those. I don't even have to look those up. And the thing about the Air Force One, somebody used a black marker and colored on them. So if you don't know, there's like a 6-number dashed and a 3-number, so 9-number code in the shoes that you can look up. Some of the newer ones will start with 2 letters instead of numbers, but there'll be 6 and then there'll be a dash and 3. So those came up decent. Comps. And I had a feeling these would, and I'm thinking maybe I can get that marker off with some like fingernail polish remover or something. We will see. Typing in the number. I spent an awful lot of time on those, didn't I? Not much wear on the bottoms either, so good to go. And then I catch wind of another pair. Like, aha. Score. I usually don't find that many pairs of shoes at this location, so I was kind of shocked. And they were, I think 3 of them were pretty, or at least 2 of them were pretty decent comps, so I was kind of shocked to see that. Then I noticed some shirts that were wrapping around this time because I had so many, so I'm like, ooh, a new section of shirts. Let's go check that out. And that's these right here. And then I started noticing some sports teams. So I checked the price, and they have them marked at $1.50. So start piling up the shirts again. I don't know why I didn't grab that one. I wasn't quite in my shirt craze mode that I'm getting ready to jump into. As you will see. Party on, Garth. I didn't know if that was trademarked in any kind of way with Wayne's World, so I didn't touch it. And I'm like, well, if there's a bunch of new shirts there, maybe I go through this side a little bit more detailed this time as opposed to last time. I probably should have grabbed that one. It's kind of I like that design on it. It's probably a mistake putting that one back. I should have knew that once I got into the grabbing mood. There's a Denny's shirt, but I figured that wasn't a real appealing one, being saying asked for application, so I went ahead and put it back. But I should have went back through the beginning after I got into my grab mode. Got a little Patagonia. They had like $5.25 on that blue shirt, so I left that. I started to grab this one, Pennzoil. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of on the fence with it. And $1.50 for Cardinals gear any day of the week. This was kind of a unique piece right there. So $1.50, have to get that. A little Nashville, Music City. So here, as you can see, the t-shirts are picking up. Business is picking up. But yet on those like plain Under Armours and stuff, they'll put like $3.75 or whatever on them. I'm like, no. That red and that checkered one I thought was going to say Raleigh's or something on it, or Checkers or Raleigh's, but I was hoping for that. Little Hurley. Now the Cardinals. I think that Cardinals was a higher one. Paging through the clothes. I gotta find a better angle. I'm like sitting here straining, trying to see what I'm looking at. I found this piece is $1.50. I'm like, nice. It's got a, don't know what it's worth, but it's Andy Warhol. Nice little vintage piece right here. And we'll get into more sports shirts. And I would get those plain ones if they were $1.50. And I found this vintage starter jersey right here. So that was a nice little find. I was on the fence with this Orvis. I forget what the price was. It was like, I think it was like $5.75 or something. And it was kind of plain. Of course, very nice quality, but another sports shirt. I was kind of shocked at all the sports shirts they had for $1.50. Nice little single stitch piece right here. New York, New York. Figured since I was on a roll, might as well grab this Star Wars, since it's got an older tag on it. I'm like, why not? I got this Masters polo here. Figured I'll take a chance with that. That's epic. And then I find another one of those Pennzoils. So I'm like, oh, there's two. Maybe I'll go ahead and get them, since I was on the fence the first time. Being I found two of them. I cannot remember the last time I've been in this store and found this much stuff. Usually this store is slim pickings. Usually have pretty good luck with the nurse school type of stuff. Nice little pile. Hey, I can't see, your pile's too big. So then I go, well, maybe I need to look at all these clothes a little bit closer, being I've gotten so much good stuff just from the t-shirts. So I start paying a little bit more attention than I normally do to pants and shorts and stuff like that. So start making my way through the shorts. Just looking for some like colors or quality that jumps out at me. And then we turn to jeans, one of my weaker areas. But I saw a little logo sticking out there, and I'm like, oh yeah. So we got a pair of Harley Davidson denim jeans. And their jeans are $6.50. Checking the zipper, make sure it works. Then I saw that name and it looked like a pretty clean quality tag. I don't remember it offhand, but you'll see it in the later video when we go through all the stuff I find. And there's very good comps on the name. $6.50. I think since these videos are so long, I do go to a second store, so I'm going to put that one in a separate video. Being this video is going to be about 39 minutes long, 40 minutes long, well, plus the intro. So I went ahead and grabbed those jeans, so start paging through. I found these black premiums for $6.50. So go ahead and grab those. Then I found this cool vintage looking pair. I'm like, I gotta look those up. They're newer, but they're made to look really vintage. And I can't remember the name offhand, but so we'll go through those on a later video also. They're really hard to look up, so it takes me a minute to find them. Or actually, I don't even find them, but even just to find the name of the pants, because I think only 2 other ones came up in the comps, and neither of them was like that design. So here I am still on the fence with those pants. I think then I decided to move. Not yet, I don't think. I think I'm still on eBay there, but then I go to Google and so there I'm copy and pasting the name into Google. Oh, maybe not. I don't know what I'm doing. Contemplating the pants. I know that. At this point, I should have stopped wasting time and just threw them in the cart. If they're that hard to find, then they're usually worth the risk. And here's where I notice my cart's going to be in his way, so I'm going to go around and move my cart. And I finally decided to get them. What's funny about this thrift store is men's t-shirts will be $1.50, but the kids' t-shirts will be like $3.25. But I always kind of go through the kids and the women's, because sometimes the men's will get mixed up in those. Like I found a Journey and Def Leppard concert t-shirt once in the children's. So I'm going to finish the jeans I didn't look at there at the end. Just do one more quick little pass. Make sure those don't fall off. So I'm like, all right. I thought about getting that picture for myself. So I'm like, all right, let's start paying attention to the rest of the clothes. So I found this cool piece here. I don't remember. Something in gray or something. I can't see it on my phone looking at it right now, but looked like a nice, interesting piece, so I look it up. And I end up finding one like it. Forget what price they had it at, but they took a best offer. So I didn't really think it was worth the risk, because it wouldn't have been, depending on what the offer was. And then I saw on the back it had those marks. So that's what made the final decision there not to get it. Definitely paying more attention to clothes this time than normal. And it was like a Guess leather jacket. Nice little tracksuit there. And then I noticed this woman, and she had some shoes that I didn't see. She's carrying with her. I'm like, ooh, I didn't even see those. Where'd she find those? So now I'm kind of watching her to see if she's an employee or not, or if she's buying them, because she put them down. I think they were like some Nike like 720s, all black. So I was making my way around, get a better look at her, see if she was putting them down or if she was buying them, but she ended up walking off with them. Checking out the other glass case, I saw those Nike cleats, but they were like probably about size 15, 16. And I end up looking them up over here while I'm going through these t-shirts. And figured for the size, I didn't even see what they had them priced at, but for the size, they would have been a harder move. So You see there, I'm looking for the shoe while I'm looking through the t-shirts. And then my thought was, well, they had a lot of good men's shoes. Let me go check the women's shoes. Well, I'm still fine. I think right there is where I found the exact shoe I was looking for. Or maybe it's right here. Yeah, I found the exact name, and that's why I just talked to text the exact name and brought him up. Decision made not to worry about him. The decision has been made. All right, we're coming to an end here in a couple minutes. Oh yeah, I forgot to go back over and check those blue crates. Because the ones he was working on were all like housewares and stuff. And then I looked down this row and see some bright pottery there, and then I saw this pig. I'm like, ooh, this is interesting. So this one had a date on it of 1993, and it's like a teapot. So I type in the or text talk in the title and the name, the date, and pig. Let's see what comes up. I think they had like 325 on it. And I don't think I saw that exact one, but other ones had some decent comps on them, so definitely worth getting. Talking with the employee right there. Or she's talking with me, I should say. She saying hi. And gotta, of course, double check the electronics like I always do. And then I notice a tote of shoes. Saw these Keen sandals. And then these Adidas Boost. Grab those. Nothing more. So check out the Keen sandals a little bit closer, and the tread on them had some wear. You know, they were kind of wore down a little too much for a pair of hiking sandals, so I didn't want to mess with those. But I go ahead and look up these Boosts. And these are size 14. And I think those shocks were 14 too, so a couple big pair of shoes today. Why does eBay and this app have to hide that sold button so far down? Be a lot quicker if you could just flip and hit sold to check sold comps quicker. I know you can have it set where it stays on there, but it doesn't stay. At least it never has for me. So here I am going to start wrapping it up here. I'm like, all right, I got a whole pile here I didn't expect to get. I need to get out of here because I still got one more store to go to. And if I found this much at this store, what am I going to find at the next? And you will want to wait for that video because it will be coming. So here's where I'm going to say adios. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.